So the commentary on the Mahamudra of the oral transmission of Gelu tradition, done to explain in a very elaborate way, based on experience, will not be possible.
Da chachi zawa je yong lang le ya je ba chen be gang ma ji ge de ne chu su min du mong de yo ma re zhe nya chachi zawa yong re de ma de ma de ba je ge de ne shi ra phe me no go ru re.
So also the root text on the Mahamudra, it's the great part of the victorious ones. The root text itself is very short, but also that to explain from the root text will not be of great help.
Chachi sene de la ni dong ni gong ju re dong ba ni gong ya de la ka sin kan ni ne tu jun she de ya dong ba ni ji go re yin ne dong gong to ne da wa chu lu ji ne da to ne gong ba chu lu ji ni yo re.
And so the anyway, the Mahamudra, the subject itself, is related to emptiness, meditation on emptiness, and there are two possible ways. One is to seek the right the right view from the meditation, and one is to seek to meditate with the right view. So there are two possible ways connected with the meditation on Mahamudra.
Chashin wo ji ti da ni la ren lu jung che ne ni ji da chachi sin de ni wa tong bu ji go re.
So the so actually for this type of teaching of Mahamudra, that one must at least have the common grounds from the side of the Lamrim. One must have a precise understanding of Lamrim, and also that one must have gone through certain level of certain amount of mental training, and also one must already have certain experience with the bodhicitta, enlightened state of mind.
Lam ji zo na song re lam ji zo na song min ju jiang xin yang da da wa song ge na ni da jiang xin da min ju yin ko de dong yang da da wa zhe ya ge te di.
And so here one comes to speak of the three principles, which are the renunciation and bodhicitta and right understanding, the right view with respect to emptiness. And so based on the first two, the renunciation and the bodhicitta, one has to achieve the correct view of emptiness.
Lo jung la ngong de chu ji de chu den ba xia ngong de chu den ba xia de lo jung de la ngong de chang shu sing ngong de chang shu ma ji gong ni ji ya re ni chang shu sing ji sa wa ji lo jung ge da li ya re.
So so it's only said that for mental training, that one has to have the understanding of the values and the meaning of bodhicitta, and so this subject is already much higher, and one has to have at least certain experience of bodhicitta in order to be able to practice Mahamudra.
So
the whole practice of Mahamudra, the Great Seal, can be divided into three. The first, the preliminary stage, and the actual meditation, and the conclusion. So the as Rinpoche had already said before, the Mahamudra, the great seal, it relates to the emptiness.
Rang similar demon zelo to Yusha. Chiloga bears also demon trumaru de yadi, Kachidegi Sheba Aseri, Pendoyomai.
And His Holiness said that without turning one's mind towards oneself, towards one's own inner consciousness, and try to seek the understanding of the outer objects, like the forms and so forth. So these sort of things are turned outward, so will not be helpful in this practice.
Janjarudu ki tawe nyangu nala nawa leling di shane gaja rajin shi sowa nodi. Denji ama yiri tena ra rung di yoge mendu us. Ama ngwenzen si jori. Tongba jen ama ngwenzen maru chi ngwenzen in jori. Cheza ama se tongye li si jori. Wese li se diwa. Tanto yani Toma member di wade mayu wese. Sado tongye tobe wese sa jela pu wese. Wese ma wundi wese jori. Cheza tongba nyege nelu utila rang lan tongwe dendu ling leba di yusha. Te daje ma je wache. Shu deno di sim la noya di yusha. Chilo le dema zhu da ma zhu rang yi zhu ma zhu cing yi zhu ma zhu. Wadi zueba shada chen de ge je de endi. Ane pen togu mi du song wari.
So according to the great master Chancha Rovedoji, he had recited some verses which contains the
no ling di jani sarang sim the beranshi ling no de ari yusha jore no lu su sang lo ma dang che gaju rajin shi che do gaja ranshi zhuwa chi zai ni chilo le rang o sin ji zai gu du jore.
So the So according to this great master Chancha Rovedoji, he said that the inherent existence, that what appears to be truly established to one's mind, and one leaves this totally aside and then seeks to solve problems with the help of some certain external objects. And that sort of attitude will not help to solve this problem. So now for the preliminary stage of this practice of Mahamudra, that it needs first of all to take refuge and the three jewels, and that is like the entrance way to the practice of Mahamudra, and followed by generation of enlightened state of mind, bodhicitta. So all this part belong to the preliminary stage of the practice of Mahamudra.
정도 야고 지면은 템발로 마주거리 넘어선지베 제일 마수거리 심지에도 야고 지마주나 대바 진부제다 마수거리 되네 자주 신문이 다된 뱅이요 말에.
So without taking refuge, then one will not sort of be included within the Buddhist. One will not be considered as a Buddhist. And if one does not generate the body mind, the bodhicitta, then there's no way to enter in the practice of the great vehicle. And so without those bases, then the practice of the great seal will not have any results. And the differentiation whether one is could be considered as a Buddhist or not could be checked from the side of the conduct and from the side of the view. And conduct is that whether one is taking the refuge in the three jewels,
Tawa Gundishana, Tawakataji, Chaji, Kelembal number, the Kemen Lembal Chiribas. Jeba Gundishana, Jeba Kataji, Chaji, Yuji already, so Jundu Gunichigo, Lumen Shendibada, Lama Selimba, Yame Chochimbo, so Keru Mambuji.
So His Honor said, from the with respect to the view that there are four different views, which testify one to be Buddhist from the side of the view, and from the side of the conduct. Although there are also similarly four aspects, but the main thing is the taking refuge in the three jewels, and which is the thing which actually distinguishes the person whether to be considered as a Buddhist or not. And that is even confirmed by those great masters such as like Shantipa and Atisha and so forth. And according to the great Sakya, and he said, if one does not take refuge, then he is not even a practitioner of Dharma. And even according to an advice of great Indian master Patamba Sanje, he gave once very concise advice to the people in Tingri, a place in Tibet. He said, if one turns one's chest, one's heart, and one's lung totally to the three jewels, then the blessings of the three jewels spontaneously flow to oneself.
Jasha Gamon Honton, Tusun Sanje Tangeda, Yeme Zava Lama, Nin Sunde, Yanja Sun, Yokorala, Jaza Ali Dambo, Tebachimbu, Sanji Temalan Jubu, Gotama Jundula Nedela. Tebachimbalan Jubu, Chachi Simsila Kazan Sizama Iba Yataji Pegum, Jandu Sinche Kazan Sizama Iba, Chichi, Mandu.
So, in order to be able to see the true nature of one's mind in the actual practice of Mahamudra, that must be preceded by proper accumulation of merit and the proper purification, and based on the on the 100,000 recitations of the Bodhisattva mantra, and as well as the recitation of the prayers to 35 Buddhas, and then taking refuge in the three jewels and generation of enlightened mind. So this must precede prior to seeing the true nature of one's mind.
Jandu Sinje Mende, Doji Simba Gunde, Lame Nenjo Stani, Trishin Shiki Tanya Dagiore. Jandu Sinje di Gigi Shaba, Mende di Giri, Doji Simba Gunde, Lame Nenjore. All the G Siadi, Tanga Sanam Budi Longi Pengumari. Simguto the Pemba Yoga Majaba Kandidron Yabe, Ko Shira Tanga do the Pentua Shu Yomari, Kandarime Guyore.
So, according to all the four schools of Tibetan Buddhism, that we all have in common these four preliminary practice, which include the taking of the refuge and the generation of bodhicitta as one, and then the next one is the offering of the mandala, and the practice of Guru Yoga, and the practice of Vajrasattva meditation, and so that should be done where one completely sort of integrates one's mind with the practice, and just sort of a verbal recitation without mind being participating in the practice will not help. So His Holiness said the great the poet master Milarepa, that when he went to his great master Marpa, that Miller was the chief disciple of Marpa, the great translator master, and the type of teachings that he received is very much like the teachings of Lamrim. He received all the principles of the path, such as like the cultivation of great compassion, the bodhicitta, and understanding of the law of karma and impermanence, and all these important points of Lamrim were taught to Milarepa by his master Marpa. So His Holiness said that if we read the poems of Milarepa, which contain the great instructions, and the content of his poems are exactly the contents of the Lamrim, except that you don't find in the order like in the present of the Lamrim, but all this contain the great advice and instructions for the reader. And he said one of the poems that he being sort of frightened from the 8 unfavorable states, such like the three states of three bad migrations, and the long-lived God, and then the remote place where there's no possibility to practice Dharma, and such and such. There are 8 unfavorable conditions. So he, being sort of frightened from those, then he tried to put into practice of whatever he had learned, seeing the disadvantage of the cyclic existence, and with a proper understanding of the impermanence and understanding of the law of karma, and with full devotion in the 3 jewels, and then he went into practice and tried to develop bodhicitta, and was able to purify a great amount of imprint, the negative imprints, and was about to achieve the great realizations. And so he said now he was no longer sort of afraid of those bad migrations. And so on the other hand, that we we do not follow this example of great masters. So we, on the other hand, either that we do not find time to meditate or to practice, or even if that we do practice, then everything sort of remains on superficial level.
So get a migi lege namen develop tashin be jundi tabe number daba yago lende ji songni lende tashin machsona ngasung do hunte zeta biyo mare then tashi tabe be lege namen de tenshi bayo yago ji tembe semba chi shos tembe senjan celle naro na cheverda.
So that was his reference to his practice, and said through that practice that he had attained to such a state that he was no longer sort of that he had no longer sort of having any fears from those bad migrations and from sufferings, and said that that he also said that we should try to follow that example, and because that if we do not precisely understand the law of karma, then it is possible that we keep on accumulating unwholesome causes, and so that's producing more and more sufferings, and the suffering that we have to undergo will be unbearable amount. So therefore we are told to make a good use of mindfulness and conscience, not to accumulate unwholesome causes.
That is me songi do me chewa me da ba le junde ge chu kama chang song chezo me la ribe loma tsube umu nu bu ge den yin za chu shul ga re ri ze song ne gong chu ja ndi yo ri ta ma rang zu gu bu zu le de cha ja la ne ping ge yo ma re ma phen ba yin za be shi sin re zhe chen de sa jie zhang be shi jing ta ru jie la ri na la umu du bu chu be ta du bu chu ya lang le chi ya ge la ri de she se bu shi ga yo ri. So his Holiness said, so in those days, then at the time of Milarepa, that the type of person who come to his teachings were all very, very fortunate ones, and persons were with a great capacity, with a great ability of understanding, and just giving by one shlok of teaching would be enough to produce the highest result. And so for us that even if that we are told one particular teaching even for 100 times, that we have difficult to understand, and even though that everything is sort of ready-made in the Lamrim, but yet we have difficult to follow, and so therefore so many people think that when they were told the importance of the Lamrim practice, then they think that this is something of inferior type of practice which belongs to Gelu tradition. So in that, what Rinpoche explained before, that contains the part with respect to the man of initial level motivation, and then the next lines, which contains the necessity to recognize the disadvantages of making use of the different objects by different senses of one's body. If one does not develop disadvantage, then naturally one will remain sort of attracted to those objects, and this shows the part of the intermediate level motivation. 你送有的入住新鲜爬马了，结果真的没数呢，提把面包过月卷，提起这个全部讲究性了，那不讲菜是提把全部了，大人人都听不懂，好多说提把基本送个人了，提把讲就是什么结果把它送给我。
And then in the next lines, Mela was referring to the sentient beings and the need to develop compassion, and that will produce bodhicitta, the enlightened state of mind. So that is a reference to the practice of the man of advanced level motivation.
가지고 답하지. 나타로 로지 가슴이 쉐이바 답하지. 답하지 가다마 제로지 쉐이바 되리.
So the chief disciple of Milarepa was Dakpal Haji, and of whose life has already been explained by His Holiness in the last few weeks.
공라 가지고 다 제도 가차 초닌데게 쉬우지 인송요 레레미.
And so through that master, the teaching of the Kagyu tradition, and as well as the teaching of the Mahamudra, so these two have been sort of transmitted in a single line through that master, Tapul Haji. And so it was said that when he transmitted those great teachings, it was said that there were 4 doctrines which were included in his teaching. The first one is that the first doctrine contained in that teaching is that one's mind being turned to the practice of Dharma is one. The second one is that the practice sort of done going smoothly without any obstacles. And a kind of following kind of path which is free of any faults. And the fourth one is to see even those faults to be as the wisdom, as to be the true wisdom.
So
with meditation on the fully endowed human state and on impermanence, and and on impermanence and so forth. So this will then this will bring that this will then help one to proceed smoothly with one's practice, free of obstacles. So the last one, even those faults then could be transformed into wisdom, and that was the last point. That refers to the same idea which you find in the mental training, where it is said that even the unfavorable circumstances in practice could be transformed into favorable circumstances, assisting one's practice, and so that could happen through developing certain view, and so these two then have connections with one another.
Saja chigin saja goma saja gonga nimbo loba sunan zemu jizun jaba jeze say ni yev sung, Kabana sung none, Jizu Java Jinzengi, Shema Gigi to do the somebody.
So the from the Sakya tradition of Tibetan Buddhism, there were three the great masters, the three white masters or three white ones. That was the Sajin Kunga Nyingpo, and then Great Master Sonam Tsemo and Great Master Tapa Jansen. So the Master Tapa Jansen then taught also a teaching which contained the four the teachings, the free from four attachments.
And
so these four are: the first attachment, if one has attachment towards this life, then if one has this type of attachment towards this life, then one is no longer a true practitioner of Dharma. So as a matter of fact, that we all the teacher and all the disciples together, that we are in this respect no longer worthy to be considered as true practitioner of Dharma. And as long as that we have attachment towards the secular existence, then there's no way for developing true renunciation. And as long as that we have this self-centeredness, then there's no way to develop true enlightened mental attitude. And as long as that we have this grasping after true existence, then there's no way to achieve the correct view. So Mr. Sonda said in the Sakya tradition that they have this system of dividing these four attachments, and so in the Gelu tradition that we have these three principles. So except the way of the presentation are different, but the meanings are exactly the same. And the way to get rid of attachment towards this life is to meditate on this fully endowed human state, and on the great values of this fully endowed human form, and to meditate on the sufferings of the lower migrations. So that is the part of the man of initial level motivation. And with respect to the second, if one has attachment towards this, towards the secular existence, there's no way to achieve renunciation. For that, there's the need to meditate on secular existence in general, to find out all the different class of sufferings, like the 8 class of sufferings and the 6 class of sufferings, with respect to the general suffering which exists in the existence, and then also the particular type of sufferings involving the whole secular existence, in order to divert this attachment towards the existence.
Koe do nge gung do ta do wala san do de ne do ru re mo do ke yo ma re. Do gung ne ko da nge ban ju wa yo za ko te te go da te gar go re sen lan sa ba sun le go. Koe do nge ten na sa ba sun le go. Chi bun jing ji ti.
So to meditate or to think that it is too bad to be in this existence, so this sort of thought will not help. So as a means to overcome this cycle of existence, that one needs to engage in the three higher trainings, and so that is the practice with respect to the man of intermediate level motivation.
Da dun le shenba sarang dun le shenba tila ona kargong go re sena. Ti nyebu tila jam nyeji jangshu sim ma shi zhen 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 zu jamba nyeji la sam jangshu sim gong go ta.
So the with respect to the third attachment, the self-centeredness, and to the way to get rid of that is to cultivate compassion, the Bodhisattva, and by way of recognizing all sentient beings as one mother, and to remember their kindness, and so this sort of process then will help to get rid of this self-centeredness.
Zemba chungna tawa mensuan zemba tiki goshem nyeba kar gorisna zemba tile tsenzen re denzen de kanza ge den chu den yore tela kanza ge dame chu dame se ne dame gong dongye gong gore.
So with respect to the fourth attachment, that is the grasping the grasping for true existence, and for that there is the need to engage in the meditation on selflessness with respect to person and with respect to the phenomena. So through these then that grasping of true existence will be eliminated.
Doju tenju sema krejil chajane ta laurina shede be jibu sunga lamde metama zani yo mari jibare rusalanga derari chulu sunajil chejin degarari mi dalu marazi yo.
His Honor said in whatever sutra, whatever tantra, whatever literature, or Buddhist literature, or whatever the whatever tradition, whatever teachings of the different tradition that you study about, that always that you find the three principles of the path, the renunciation of the Bodhisattva and right understanding of the emptiness, is always to be found in all of those sources.
Oda sinji chunye tongwa de lango sundu tongwa da dengshi tsuji tongwa niye. Sinji chunye sundu tongwa de la dongnye ngon sundu tongwa la ndire. O teba chimbu inani geba zangme dangbe tso sa go re. Palam to go re. Palam ma to dongnye ngon sundu togu ma re. Nye tu ine palam to go re. Dengshi tsuji tongwa de la tso ja chimbu go re.
And His Honor said with respect to understand emptiness, the emptiness directly with through one's consciousness in a direct manner, that needs one to attain first to the state of the superior, the part of seeing, and also there's the need prior to that accumulation of merits for one countless aeons. So that could produce the non-artificial understanding of the emptiness, and then even to get the mental image of emptiness also needs a lot of accumulation of merit.
Kanga lukende dancing ke lundori tele tene sanje chonde ni nyangal de khalla khale metaven do shi gonsho son sheshin de jagu chung ge don sola ali ko to se ne ta sho son tin shi ko ne thong ka u son ne tin shi ko thong ka bore darin chana zu thong da nyangal de ne chulu jebe to de tin shi wa chung ma thong ma res sanje ko ma de chi son wa.
So His Honor said that when we speak of this kind of practice, this kind of meditation, that it's not meant only for one session and then just leave it aside. it is something that one needs to continue on, and it's because the actually all of these troubles that we have to experience is because of the because we're not having meditated on impermanence, and the grasping after the grasping after true existence has always sort of deceived, and so that has spoiled everything. And so for that reason, that the Buddha, when he passed away, he told his disciples to take a look to his body, and he took off his upper dress, and then told disciples to take a careful look to his body, because it is very rare opportunity to see the body of a Buddha, and especially at the time of a period when the human beings only lived about 100 years, and it's very rare opportunity to see a body of a Buddha. So therefore he told them to take a careful look to his body.
Gina chod, Gita should Gia should the Palangi Gires, Dushia should the Medaban Dushires, this Sanjay song with Tamati in the house, Dashi Chingzurut.
So what he told his disciples is that all the composed phenomena are impermanent, and the best understanding is the understanding of the impermanence, and the footprint is the footprint of a bull. So this is he said that was his last word he told to his disciples.
Then Chaja Chimbuchi na Alingondu to Kachere, Modu to Jamajun Chajimbo Sacho, you should send the Komari. Shaking Shingamai, Yakan Shingamaya. So that's the gods go to the Remato. Tomania Gode. So his Honor said when one seriously would engage in the practice of Mahamudra, the Great Seal, then you see that the need for preparation for that, the preliminaries, and otherwise that then to expand from that and to study from that is like more or less like a joke, more or less like a play, and Chameda Goya, the Chibi Chumuko, the Chigunja, and the Chibun that Churches also Google Meva Sangre, Lang Tumbo, the Terejango, Sanga Basu Terejan Kesheri. Sanga because of Kangling Ke, Turbake, Trushen Zuge, Tuzukangobe, Chameda Jesudon.
So his Honor said the meditation on impermanence is not something that one needs only in context with meditation on the man of initial level motivation or man of intermediate level motivation, but even later, that when one is already quite advanced in the part, like in the mantra, in the sacred mantra practice, that the one needs to meditate on impermanence, and this is being made very clear by the great masters, holding in their hands different items, different objects like thigh bones and like skull cups, and all these are to demonstrate the significance or the meaning of impermanence. So his Honor said without without proper preparation for one's meditation on wisdom and emptiness, and such like having done properly the accumulation of merit and purification, then with a little intelligence, trying to come to the meditation of emptiness from the start, then say that one doesn't need anything else except shunyata, the emptiness, and there's no need to respect the law of karma, and one doesn't need to be afraid of the accumulation of wholesome imprints. And if one does develop this kind of view, then he will naturally fall to one of the extremes of nihilism, and so he would sort of totally experience the great loss.
Today is that did Lende la Sundun la Tsung Yabu Chegorella, did Yabu Jongo Yori. Jongo Sanje Song Yodan, Doji Nibu Jinji Jule. Yigi Java Choga Jinista Nirin de Donsu Jinjila Jipayan measures. Tocho na Ji She, Transan Jevrijas. Moncha Donin de Juna number Tabe, Daniel Jus, Ejan Nizajin Dona, and Toma Pegachures. Ejan Budijin Dona, Zadon Tatu Bureso. Choga Jin Song, Yabuto Sangon Donguramato, Tagachison de Remendon, Tomadayon Song Yomai, Yigi Java Choga Jin Song.
So His Honor said so we must first have the proper understanding of the law of karma, and then we need to get to the proper methods of purification. And according to Buddha and Tantra, he taught that we need to recite the mantra of Bodhisattva 21 times a day, and this will stop the act of multiplying the unwholesome imprints that has already been accumulated. And if we would do this recitation for 100,000 times, that will also clear the root downfalls in case that one has committed any of them. But then doing recitation for 100,000 times, but with mind sort of totally wandering all the time, not fixed on not being fixed properly, that will not help. So one needs to do it with precisely with the mind sort of being fully concentrated on the object, and in such a way that one has the 4 antidotes completely participating in the practice. So that will be powerful.
Coronary, region la Yijam Bunzang, Dongshani, Jasha Gamo, Hundanis, Yijam Bunti, Dongsha Dande, Chajer Tsea, the Jasha, Gamaji.
So even in the root text of the Great Seal, the Mahamudra, it says that that one, with respect to the preliminary stage of accumulation and purification, that one should recite 100,000 times the 100-syllable mantra of Bodhisattva, and also one should practice prostrations combined with the recitation of the prayers to 35 Buddhas.
Dongshan de na Sanje ge Tsenju ne Deba Cheba Allah Langola, Shanglama Shaba Yor, Jisu Yerang Yor, Ho Yor, Chazan, Pumbu Sumbe do Sigduma, Pumbu Sumbe do Sa, Pumbu Sumde, Niri, Jeba, Yerang, Ho Sula, Pumbu Sum Cheval. So, Pumbu do Kadu Yorti.
So, in the prayers to 35 Buddhas, His Honor said, you find not only that you are reciting the names of those 35 Buddhas, but also so that the recitation of the names of Buddhas will be followed by a part which contains the confession of oneself, and that is followed by the act of rejoicing, and that is followed by the dedication. So this we usually call these the practice with three aggregates, with 3 parts. So these 3 parts, one is to generate a true repentance, and the act of rejoicing, and act of dedication at the end. So these are the 3 parts of the practice. So the with respect to the practice of Guru Yoga, that just simply reciting the verse which contains the name of one's master, or simply to recite the mantra which contains the name of one's master, and to simply to call out in the name of one's master, so that alone will not be regarded as the practice of Guru Yoga.
Nisilezo tam chegin june de lama yimba shen te yin jawase na jeba drobe drobe ongo tamje ge namr thaba trene kare sunde jirang zawa lama de ju sanje tamje da yime da ta chu kunju sombu de dani do mene anela drogi ne la droge sala la menen joro che la menen jo sego ya de tere nema la sim jo ta la ri so
with respect to the practice of Guru Yoga, that there are the eight lines of verses that one needs to recite in context with the practice of the Guru Yoga, the practice of Guru. And so here that one should know that the Guru is the source of all goodness, and also at the same time that one should remember the great deeds, the lives of those of the great masters, and then sing that one's master, that one's Guru is the embodiment of all the great holy teachers, the saints of the past, and then in such a way that one sort of generating the faith and the confidence from the depth of one's heart, then enters into the practice and the yoga of the yoga of the practice of the Guru. So in that way that you sort of integrate your mind with the practice of Guru Yoga. So that is the true practice of Guru Yoga.
Deba honru mada che ma de yunen ta je song shi be ur che song re deba mebe meda ala kabu chu na me ji de sabe me yi ba yang lam nyobu mu che ye no se ju gi chi tu chen gi chi re ji.
So the faith and the confidence then is like the mother, and is the one that produces everything. All the good qualities, all the goodness will be produced by the faith and the confidence. And the ones who do not have this faith and confidence, then he will not be able to generate any good qualities. It is like the seed which is burnt. So the burnt seed cannot produce any sprout or any seedling.
George Banya Adisha Jagal Bendida, Dona Theore, you're the Samala Gusugi General, but Demakun Rally de Vanuciore, Compole Penny. Magic Damashundori, Devajation good. Quick get Gudade, Joe, Adisha, Damanoro, like I Masu Judevari. Masema Ibarisa, K. Cheru, Chilto, Damanoro, Adisha, Damanoro, K. Achamu Jewry.
So Adisha, his own said, was one of the greatest masters of India in his times. And he was then invited to Tibet. And then when he was in Tibet, that somebody came along and asked him to give some instructions. So at the beginning that he requested in a low voice, and he got no response. And then he gradually he started to recite, to request, to ask sort of with a high tone, and again he never got any response.
And George Jimshore, hey, son, hey, Nala Nava Zambu Dati, Dama Chava, Deba Summer, ha, some Gemusho. No, I'm Joy Yabu Yojo, Nakudus, Dama singing the Deba son, and the Mano, could ever make it.
And that person that he thought that Adisha was not hearing what he was saying, so he said he was saying very loudly that he wanted to have instructions from him. And then finally Adisha laughed a little bit and said, I had quite a good ear to hear what you were saying, but the instruction. So for the instruction that one needs to have faith, so he sort of emphasized the need for the faith twice. And the person happens to be also without any faith. So even according to the great Satipantita of Sakya tradition, he also that so if one sort of even according to that master, he says that if one looks at the Guru as an embodiment of all the source of goodness, then he would definitely get all the blessings that he wishes for. And the practice of a Guru devotion then is the same in the same way, sort of being present and being taught in all the four schools of Tibetan Buddhism.
Padamba Sanji Javagu Shenri, Pulu Savaji Pever, to Dingri Jude, Chena Dingri Olgalola, Lame Jena Kondo Nesule, Kongla Mugu Pushi, Dingri was Sonre, Lame Jero Jena Sanji Salegiori, Dajumbe Sale, Sukondo de Legiori Sonre, and Kongla Dote, Yajebe Ladovati, Muguya, which you would Sonre, Mugu Jena to Legioris. She had
so. This great master, Indian master Patamba, he came to Tibet 4 times. So in one of his advice instruction, which he gave to his disciples in Tingri, contained that if one's guru then would take one, then one can get everywhere. Like one can get to the state of an arhat, one can get to the state of a full enlightened Buddha, and what sort of payment that we have to make for that is that we have to develop the faith and the confidence. So that is the type of payment that we have to make.
Jewel Suato, Jeme Nigi Wons, Devama Jewel Suato, Devama Nigi Wons Summer. Tang Hundu Jedria, Chaching.
So Milarepa told to his disciples that the places that where one can visualize the spiritual guide is on the forehead, and on the crown and in the heart centers. So these are the places that where one can visualize the spiritual guide.
Ta chaja chimbu siya de shesu mambu yore. Mi talu mambu yore. Sabe chaja nangji le jangshu nangsung tobe tab. Lamji chaja namji de rungu gome rau sumba, doma sungla tsumba de Nyetu lunga ye sung de mendre leji chaja yi. Kansa dame toba de chuji chaja yinji sung. Nyomu trewa tamse yi. Pumbu lama meba yi. Nyangen deba chaja chi. Changshu simbe gusung si chaja mabu chan daden tusu malo de sheba jane kale karukuri ya. Teba sungja deba chaja jilan drebu sungi chaja jane dire dregunge. Pamu sungi mada padume. Jawan dregunga sungri. Ndi dregunga shiga sungla jijane. Chidang chaja delebe, chaja namba shi be tinang yore, tanyes sung yore. Ta dondo yani indi sung dukong tima ma chen pumu lama mabadi nyangen deba chaja chis, chaja chimbuli lamen yadisha. Changshu simbe gusung pari chen ru mindewa, leji chaja tinye yin siri yang, tiba chimbe wad chet pa chen tiwe, changshu simbe pari chimbo rula jobadi chaja shabari. Juma tru na trewa teni chui chaja yin chui chaja da tongye jabare. Rangde jime mangu badin tamsi chaja yin chanshi simala rangde yiji maya badi tamsi ki chaja da jari. Tongda niji rujamba chaji chimbu nye yin nos, tongba da niji yir maya badi chaja chimbu da che sus geyo ma, chidang chaja jisi yore. 차자시 니레 레지 차자 추지 차자 담세기 차자 침보스시리 다들 가봐 계계래 가상한서 네 노붕이베리마 날라 차자시부디 노붕이베리마 차자시부디 내가 지금 차자인바 양 차자시기 진대 제주 야 자주 권리라야 차자시기 진대 제 사람배 시집에 시제라고 차자싱네 지야들라 니레 레지 차자들 체지야 지지지를 틀린 자지 엄마마마고 삼배 루메전에 체지 제야죠 레지 차자시 그래 차자시 진대요 사운드 발에 차자시 진대면서 도바제는 야간리션인데 차자시 진대면도 노ቻ를 쉬어 요래서 다세바 이시스바 띵겐지 심바 손부터 차자시게 되는 송요래 제가 차자시를 다 얘네 가 케케 자와다야라 그 롱레 차자시입니다요 롱줄레 내내이자 시라시라게 제리 차자승인들이 말이스 수직이 셰토예요.
So it's only said with respect to Mahamudra, the great seal, it is a subject which does not have any limit. It's simply sort of limitless. One can interpret that in very many different ways and with very many different contexts. And one of the masters from Digung, he then explained that with respect to the base, to the path, and to the result. And then it could be explained with respect to the state of nirvana, and with respect to the practice of 6 perfections, and the understanding of the emptiness, that is the mudra of the dharma. And then he also was explaining the action mudra, and then dhamma mudra, and then the commitment mudra and the great mudra. So that he explained with respect to the stage of the feeling of the jewel in the completion stage of Chakrasambhara. So that was a method to bring about, to generate a blissful state of mind. And then in the practice of Buddha Kunri, and then there is also the performance of certain hand gestures. So that is with respect to the action mudra. And then with respect to Goya Samaja practice, then the commitment mudra, the wisdom mudra, and the dhyana, the concentrative mudra. So there are 3 mudras. So in a such that one can also say that the main winds, and as well as the 5 secondary winds. So there are 10 different winds functioning in one's body. So these are also connected with the mudras, with the great seal. So in such a way that it is a subject without an end, without any limitations.
생지지도 이실을 고사다 도만이다 내동이면을 고사로 되는 마음이 요래데 강가그 셰루수 용수수 마루를 셰요래 바신티베루를 셰요래 손단도 되나 자제 신부들라 나벨로다 바신티베루니
So therefore there are many different interpretations of the great seal. It could refer to the voidness, the emptiness itself. It could also refer to the wisdom, which is non-dual of bliss and voidness. And there are many different interpretations. But one basic division is the great seal, the Mahamudra, can be interpreted with respect to the Paramithyana, the stage of the perfection, and it can be explained with respect to the Tantrayana.
지단 차자 시드 베나 제비가 nga망 인천제 제비 가된 지고래 제비 가된들 가리는 단루 지셔래 텔렌 다주요 텔렌 메다와 될지 아니 제비 차자래 가다 차자스야 가이다 대이자 차자승의 차자자들 면다오지 남면으로 되지고야지 근데 이제 동반이의 추 탐제를 진대게 차자래 추 탐제를 동반이의 지탑이요 추 탐제 라신이 마주거래 라신이 주소는 추지 차자를 ne chajale reso
So
ren chu de so de yiza dongba ne de chu tamjele jen de je ge chaja yin za gu lu chi mu jenu pe ge de dongye ni be number me do be yi de ne so yo chaja chimbu je de ting ho ji chaja chachen lu ju thoman dan sa ji ji den ba ji su da ban be sang de be bar ji ju ba da nya ne tamje la je de ba che ba chaja chimbu tam ju ba cha de se jan du 사 너니 사운드 비박은 동안 탐제를 지다베하게 자제 친구 담 주요기 있어. 가르존도 다들잖아. 한 돈이 또 비셔야 되죠션. 돈이 또 이실에 만다와지 고그래. 돈이 또 발이 판대 손은 하게 라야 뱀도. 바진 되발이네 들어가 나셔리. 제가 돈이 입에 넘버면 또 이시들 자제 서고군도 드레지 요래. 알리 다 노력이 자제를 돈이 또 이시랑 자고 요매미신 그걸로 저는 배그 소야 되지.
So the one way to interpret that great mudra is with an example of a king, that when he gives an order in a document, then it's given usually done with a seal of the king on the document, and then whoever all the followers of that king then has to obey whatever order that it conveys in the document. And if somebody then goes beyond that, then he has there's a disobedience that's gone out of the limit of the king. This mudra is symbolized by the seal of the king. So likewise, that the emptiness is like the seal which covers all the phenomena, and so then everything is sort of being pervaded by emptiness in a similar way. And one interpretation with respect to this idea by a translator, Master Ngulo, he said that from Vinaya up to the practice of Goya Samaja, that in between all the time that there's the need to have the wisdom which understands emptiness. So that emptiness, that the wisdom which understands the emptiness is being referred to as the Great Seal.
차자 들으면 내가 또 지어마더니 차자 세드 차단 자니 가가시고요. 차체로 세하고 차대 더다 지시고요. 차체로스 차된 너도 정하고도 저래. 아니 차체를 차체로스 차대랑은 내가 차대 가르스나 말아서이나 나바탄지 준비 시디 말나로 나가고도 세하고 더다 들으시죠. 나바탄지 준비 시디 차스 인죠. 나바탄지 준비 시디 남버면 또 비시 인자 대주 탄지 젠데제 인자 차제스래죠. 전백을 혼다지 않소야 돼.
So there's also a way to explain the Mahamudra. Mudra is in Tibetan chak jel, and so we have two syllables, chak jel, which means the mudra, and chak is one word and ja is another word. And then the same word is being used for the act of prostration, chak tsil, and here the chak means that that one desire for something. And this shows that the thing that is being desired by the practitioner is the wisdom, of the great omniscience of the Buddha, and because the wisdom or the great omniscience of the Buddha then completely pervades everything, whatever does exist, and so therefore the meaning of the great mudra is also a very wide meaning, like the whatever Buddha's omniscience, Buddha's wisdom covers.
다 차자 넘버 15들에 제 질란제 송 강가리아 지자는 셰데와 인자 마데쿠니 단지기 차자 레지 차자 취지 차자 신부 지리 전에 니요리 그래서 우리 내랑 내들한테 장신 그람 참말에 배 여전히 자요. 그래 마음도 쉐게 되는 야고전에 시행으로 원주당도 시행고요. ready to go to a chant to Mari. Dan Duruduna, Dulugu Chachin, the Malugu Chachin, Yori.
So as we have already seen that the Mahamudra can be explained with respect to the basis and the part and the result, and then also with respect to the commitment, the action, and the phenomena, and the great mudra, and also with respect to the Sarvaka part and the Buddha part. And so there are many different ways of explaining Mahamudra, and so one needs to study and to understand precisely all of those. But to go into that sort of that much detail will be too confusing. So to make it more sort of concise, that one can explain it in two different ways, and one is with respect to the sutra, and another one with respect to the tantra.
Tang Halu with Chajatilla Nimanano, Dojilla Neto Nubala Tani Chumwe, the Ochimbu, Veseji Orwa, the Ochimbu says to the Ochimbuta, Tomba Yirmebe, they don't yimate. The Ochimbu said, Sarahata, Ludruda, Narubata, Metiba, Sochi Chachen is Koransuka Chuni to high course to the Tensha Yoimbre. Things Lamage Jodi Yoni in Bicheris, Lamage Jogi, Nibu Tewadi in Bicheris, Chachen in Sungur.
So, so with respect to Tantra, that by concentrating on one's Vajra body, and developing finally the clear light of the great bliss, that is the wisdom of the great bliss and oneness. So that is the essence of the very essence of the Mahamudra, according to the great masters of Saraha and Nagarjuna and Metipa. So that is the very essence of all the tantra of belonging to the highest Anuttara Yoga Tantra teachings.
The Chaja Chimbu Yilu Garesan, Cha Ja Chimbus, Nakasun Fond. Cha Siadi Tomba Ditiche. Jasiadi Ishitiche. Tomba de Ishi Mess, we said, Che. Chimbusia the Kuni Sundun Juba the Chimbuche. They don't Sunju start, Neji de Odo Tomba Yirme Sundun Juba Sunju.
So there are three. You see that the great Mahamudra. In Tibetan, that we have 4 syllables there: Chak, Ja, and then Chembo. So with Chak, then the Chak means literally it means hand, but here it means emptiness, the wideness, and then Ja is the wisdom, and then Chembo or the Maha means the unity of the unity of the wisdom and emptiness.
Te ni imuna Chashin Tiliki Gumati Imunda, Chashin Til Bichachore, Sama Gubishari, Chashin Til Chani Tombe Ishi, Jani Koya Chuli True, Chimbu Sundun Juba, Chaji Chimbu Shi Jodo also Gumba insert.
So that was explained in a text called the Great Tile, the Great Tile of Mahamudra. It's one of the tantric texts which explained Mahamudra in that way.
Tawang Halu Chaja Chimbuti, they don't Sonju, the Ganero Chicane, Yungurisana, that they Yungu the Shenwar, Yai. Think I don't see them all those social Jugundi Yamare. Dojilla net and Nobale Tene Chumwe, who said the Ochimbu, who said Tombania Legit Shuba Tiboy. Dojilla net and nurse do Lula net and Koya, the Zoring Toba Gumbe called Sherry. Ali Domo Jering Tarachamba Majune, Jerin Tembato. Jerin La Tembato, Toba Chabala, Oji number Tabo, Ondus Kelem, Danceta do Matsujan to Song. Tomo Langi Jojon, Telanola. Ali Mole Chewa Metava Tenjunia and Sombaji, Tomo Langi, Genjon Jasin, Ada, Tawa somebody, Awaji, Then Chingo to show only number tabashu. What is
so that type of Mahamudra, the wisdom of great bliss and voidness, and one should know that where it comes from, in what way that one can generate that Mahamudra, and so that simply does not come just by sitting on a cushion. It doesn't simply happen. It comes through using one's Vajra body and achieving then finally the great bliss of the clear light, and then that comes from the practice of the completion stage, and that comes from having achieved the complete stability from the generation stage, and that only can come from having taken the four complete empowerments, and that comes from that one keeping all the samayas and all the commitments precisely, and that could only happen that when one is fully prepared for that with the common ground, common path. And so there's the need to maintain all the commitments precisely. Even if that one is not fully completed the generation stage, at least to have achieved certain stability of the generation stage is necessary.
Nebeta, Tibeta, Jega Tama Wese, Wesegi Kosu Gajitang, Lechi Gawata Weseni Muchi to Chene, Oda, Dedo Hichi Shitire, or Telechaja Sigurta.
So then, as soon as that one achieves that stability of the generation stage, then one can concentrate on the meditations of the completion stage, and then concentrating on this Vajra body in the way that we visualize the three channels and then 6 chakras in one's body, and then concentrating either of the 3 different places in one's body, and then in that way we gradually sort of gather all the winds into the central duty, and then let all the signs sort of occur of merging and abiding and absorption, and then so going through all the 8 different stages, and finally to the Vesa, to the state of clear light, and then also achieve the 4 levels of bliss, and then that is this stage to generate the simultaneous bliss of wisdom of voidness and bliss. That is the very essence of the Mahamudra, the great seal. So the understanding of emptiness achieved through the generation of that simultaneous bliss, it could happen in 2 different ways. One is the receiving the mental image of emptiness, and that is at the stage of the mind isolation. And then other one is the direct understanding, the non-artificial understanding of the emptiness. That is at the state of the meaning clear light state. So there His Honor said the type of bliss and voidness that one generates then could have different degrees. depending on what stage that one is. And as soon as that one switches from the generation to the completion stage, at the beginning stage of the body isolation, one already has certain amount of the great bliss and voidness, and then when it proceeds on, then coming to the next stage, then the strength of that great bliss voidness also intensifies. So in such a way that one develops the intensity of that bliss.
아통게 미다요레 미시비 텔미다 마주비신 담에지 시바세 뇨메 심세아르부데 미몽고요 다이네 대나자 텐데지제 니자바비 베 조신 되어침부 고부 되어침부 생에도 사운드베 발루게 고게 야라마 캬바 침부지레 고부 되어침부 소지도지 조신 사라하 루루 리조 원주 Tilupa, Narupa, Metipa, all Konabasuki Bejevaridi, Konazu Pichasun Sujayore.
So the clear light of the actual meaning state, then this has many different names. Sometimes this being referred to is the short R. Sometimes the ultimate mind, ultimate subtle mind. So it has different names. And so these explanations are given based on the different teachings which has been transmitted through many great masters, such as like the Achimbu and Tsoche Dorji and Nagarjuna, Master the Telopa and Master the Naropa, and so forth.
Da the Garishu number Suge Zejabi Pesha de la Druba di Dunsuri. So the type of books or the texts they have written, those great masters, then such are the 7 classes of the practices and the 3 texts on the essence, on the essential points. So they are this type of books written by those great masters. And from the 7 texts of the practice, then out of that 6 are called the 6 secret practices written by Gompa Dewa Chimbo, Master Gompa Dewa Chimbo. So this the 6 secrets then explain some of the fundamental points of the Mula Tantra of Gwe Samaja. Then la baden dule choje men jiten sun jirchenchi seat nibule ni nibu chosun ya zu kanga tema yore debe chijo mamur deba gubene sawan debe chojo ni shirayore. So the so this the text of the secret points then include the many explanations of the greatness or the great qualities of the practice of Guyasamaja, and as well as some reference to the practice of generation stage of Guyasamaja. Gumu dewa chimbi zebe sawa drupate druni na ji chimuda wu yinje ore drushen yinba pe druto gengo jaga drushen genba tsuge chimu mabi kakal kitsoye rupate yinse ore chimu sidi yigi chimu se kakal se ore guje petasa Tamati gutsuge. Actually this text called the secrets of the practice, written by the Gombo, the Lord, the great bliss, the great blissful master, actually has become the one of the basic text of the great elder masters, the great elder masters. And then one of the disciples of this master Gompa Dewa Chimbo, the great blissful, then is called the Yalame Pathology. That means the one who the Vajra which does not have any branches or any limbs. So he wrote another text on the method and wisdom with 6 different parts. Te loma enda budi se jebu enda budi ran yin ro sang enda budi chungwa yin shi chi enda Buddhi ishi chubanze yore.
And one of the disciples of that great master, the Vajra without limbs, then is the junior Indra Bodhi, the great master junior Indra Bodhi. He wrote a text with the title Six Wisdoms.
Enda Buddhi gibe tsumu lachin kara singe di nime chuba senze yore.
And nime chuba.
Nime chuba.
So the concept of this great master junior Indra Bodhi, Lakshma, she wrote a text called non-dualistic 6 points of non-dualism, that was written by the consort of this great master.
Tati loma rumbi hirukasa singe di George ki chelo jubela mare. George le chu son yo mar chinji lo yo. Cheza manzo pesho rumbi pata adisha sugoya dire.
So her disciple, great master Dombi Hiruka. So Dombi Hiruka was not a direct teacher of Adisha, but he was a great master. He was a great master who gave blessings to Master Adisha.
George milam nalaya, rijiliya che, druhuchi nalaya, trahuchi nalaya, me gilu ujatsoso dri ko dri zero chige. Lebachi tsemagi ko ane chogu yobachi milam lijo. And so in Dombi Hirukaris. Kungdin jeza chora soya son lebaji kochi kungdi chua ina dewa chimbu zume dambarne shibuji dewa chimbu chibi melamchu sansho ya ne se yung dewa chimbu shiji yori ta tende pe shibuji re sambe gam juma ya yambaji nubi hiru kapu nu chabe kodi choro nge zala dewa me ngen tsirani rejile chinji loja pe penti tachi yo tizalo song sho so ne so joji sal to na chida tsirani de joji mena to tundi yore che de chinji lo ba imbaro chelo ji vela male rumi hiruga gen zebe lenji juba se adire bija.
So this great master Rambi Hiruka, so the Atisha had done at his time, he had one dream. And in the dream that he saw an elderly monk with white hair, and then eating some brains, and then so Atisha was then right in front of him. And then he gave also some brains for Atisha, so he ate it, and then that produced a very strong bliss in his mind. And even when he woke up from that dream, that the great bliss was already there in reality. So he was in such a way that he developed this great bliss. And then later, that the jugu dengan apa cakap jugu kerja berasa, pentu tak.
Jumu kongi zala cikja yang di kongi cuy masuk, gani lende mendus, curang ngai cirang ni reci cirang isye, tinyo kongi cinci lah siapa. And
then when somebody came to receive teachings to this master, then he sent him away saying that we do not have any karmic links from the past. So therefore you should then go to another master whom I have already blessed. Then he sent this disciple to Atisha, and then so the visit of this disciple and Atisha's dream sort of then coincided at the same time.
Ta darikawa singe de denjo ge chushen jire kongwe zebe te kona ni chuba.
And so I think I forgot one. So this great master Rambipa, he wrote a text called the 6 points of the innate bliss. And then one of his disciples, the master Darikava, he wrote a text on the subject of suchness, also with 6 points.
Nenju matsito sinyechiore. Konge tekonani chuba, yae tekonani chuba jinze minchi bare Darikava tekonani chuba da tsuto zeba ni tekonani chuba sigure.
And another yogini, Nejoma Tito, one of the disciples of the Master Dandadikapa, she also wrote another text on the subject of suchness.
Darikabye Sangwa Chimbi to Kunani Drubas, Tsutu said the Seve Jisunave to Kunani Drubas, that Druba Dije Satiri. Ta Druba Dije. Ta Nyabukur Sung singing the Toha Sungre, Toha Mamuya, my Toha Kurusungre. Toha Kurusung de Tudor Mushina Kung Kashege, Chine Toad Ben Namdare, Nina Kayare Sungore, Kari Mishan Tama, Jemanure.
So so that was the 7 texts of the practice. So now the 3 texts on the essence. So this refer to the Toha songs, the different groupings of Toha songs, and according to one of the great Tibetan historian masters, Thubten, he said that the first part, there are three parts. The first part was quite authentic teaching, and the 2 others were not very real sort of teachings.
Ta toha delegation mangu yedendu ta ine ngazu shingmare toha sia de chushen khase ge toba long de toba khong de chue ni be toba ni yong de toba on de lu lang cha ba din de la toha lu lang ni chue ba phu chushen khase ge jabe ya she zi yong de chue ba yama phu ya yo mare be lu lang ni chue ba phu de toha lu lang ni chue ba phu ya no hiruka she zi toha lu lang ni chue ba phu ya no chushen ji shi da ge toba mo de chue toba cha yong de 동배 나리면 또 나서 지면 또 지가 가도 나서 됐어야 도와된대 용 도서 강가 도서 도해 고를 때 대주나요 다 되는 뭐요 야 도하고 송제 아니 니요 도와대 가시 그냥 가야래 쓰요 가야 매물다 된고르고 송어도 집어래 샤스야 승여래 transit go back here je naji shibalu la sho jobu jin be sinye de le na tro tsu me se anu suma ma ju garsa suma ma ju ha ba se tine sung yon da ta yin ne sim le ji le la se le rembe ke za le gur da chi zo do zo ma je le sa ji yor wa tsu go yim da te kono ni juba le yang lama dambe Sheba me she so sung ja du she do ko de ke sha do la ko no she ke da ne khaya re khaya mari sha ru de le se de im da to he de de ni re ni ji zhang ji dong ba ni shu ba de lang shu ni ba mai no he de ni ji ba shi gu na yang ko de ne ta ba to min ju ga ye ni bu ju ne ba de ko me ne yang ne me ne sha de do nam da re do de chu xin ge sung de nam da shi re te ngazu zorina rangyo re zorina la nirwa niji tangre tongpa nye shuba tenne lang shu nyeba mayi no niji tsaya de dewa chimbi shi la kogu re sanga ji kosu dewa chimbo niji dewa ma gongpa che tongne koro gongde nge de lam chodu chuba nyeba ma re che ware ane niji bashi gongna yang kuwa ne taba tomi ju yang tongne ma gongpa che dewa chimbo koro gongde ne yang kuwa le 주고 말에 코나 내대 그래 냐갈리 되고 말이죠. 거기 니부 주로 너버도 동보다 니지기에도 주에 대동 공회인데 코나래면에 냐갈리 되버래면에 마 코는 면에 코를 주는 거 그래. 냐데게 다 시wen 타라면은 사제이고 토도 그래서 어디를 손요 저는 무슨 더 지혜야 보 단달을 사지미 쳐버도 여자 또 강가 도리니 지레 셰케서 또 하드면로
So the subject of Toha is said to be that the different songs by the great masters, so that when they had different visions, that when such as that when a master would get the vision of Buddha Manjushri, then he would immediately then sort of song the different things which contain sing different songs which would contain his own realizations of the practice. And likewise, that if another master would have the vision of Heruka, similarly that he would also sing the different songs which would contain his own realizations. So therefore there are a lot of these different songs to be found. and there's a lot of controversy over this, whether they are real, authentic teachings or just sort of invented ones. That is a question. So the one of them contained, one of those songs contained the need for cultivating compassion, and so that is reference to the generation of the great bliss and voidness, because that is the very essence of the part of Tantra. And if one is to meditate on that, then one is fully capable of freeing oneself from from both extremes of permanence and nihilism. So that is truly a Dwa or a song by fully enlightened Mahamudra.
Tandi longu Johnson she niji lenji di shen dancer niji se ngarazu ni chut me lenji di ochum bu donye yu jin do jar go ba yang de nye le sa to ba jurun na tamje de yin de le jin shi su jang shi mi ju lo ba de yin zen ba zen da gong ba wa de yin de ju ni le chang wa de yin no de min shen be da wa yu me de jang ji do la me she le de ba yin la me me ba gong ge ni le ni shu ba la be ti na ne be de tong zha niao me rang ji ji be ma chen ba chui be ji ba lu shi dan ne ma se yin do ge dong da de ne yo de chang ma la me she de gu shi la me ma de be de de ne ji be la be ti ge de me to na xe yin su ne dan ne ma san dan ne du xin sa ra ha ba di sa ra ha be tu do ji yin ba Ada dende gende nala be nyonsen leji jiwe de odi ngoru son odi be nire chaja chimbo yinlu ki da tonda de mamu.
So the so when one sort of depends on those songs, the Dwa songs, then there's always the need to get these sort of interpreted or explained by one's spiritual guide. So that is
nyome sengo de jobate nyesa logbata zembata gomba naji nyibongo de joba yindi teju nila changwe gube zo ya teyino nyibuti somar chibe tawa le labe tawa jen yoba mede öja nyibuti gongdo jungo tungo sondo nyasunyo wa nyurwani taji do doji chane tamba ba ma chebe lama dambe sheji dangale toba yinji tendewe damba ta nyanyo jenje lame meba kangi nila shoba ni Nibu Tonye la Ziji Dushi, Yade Gombe ni, Tonye Jito, Labe Tedan Nebe, Teridan Jawa, Monsun Tongan Joro, Tamati Tikin Devari, Nyome Raji Chiba Sujo Naji, Monsun to Matong War, Denshinji Tribe, Chiba Luishi, Danu Sarahama, Sandanu Mas, Nuoye, Ode, Tati Tanda Zosonda, Maluge, Chaji Chimbodi, Nyome Simtasiga, Nyosin Sudi, Nyosin Deochi Mongusun, Tomani la Shube, Lenji Didong Yime, Dedong Zama Yimba, Lenji Deochimbo, Shone Tinsun Chebe, Tarichive, Nyosin Tasiga, Nyome Sim. So, the Reggie did the Baja and Madame, the Shen Koyachi, the Sayachi, the Chi Mendugati, Gonjun Kayama, the Gon the Kazan Shed Sava, Goyati, Dachin Lechi Ribani. Zalenda Ribani, not so doji Ribani, all those Talishune things which have me by Chedia Terranri. Tamalu Gichachimuchan and Dedungi Terranri. Then, Pajin to a Logi, Masanjil de Batambishumari Karsa, Masanjime Shiro Porice, Masanjime Shiro Porice, Majimagana Kemonia, Sura Rishi was set in a yoredi, Talinzo, Tanasi, Teneranri, Casani Shedia, Nyome Sim. Nyosen Hijive de Muruson de la Malu which Haja Chimbos de Lu Tere Suro.
So the Mahamudra or the Great Seal, with respect to the Tantriana, to the Mantrayana or Tantriana, the secret mantra is the type of that is the ultimate state of mind which is achieved which is achieved through the practice, through this unification of the great bliss and voidness, and that is achieved through the three different states of the all the winds of merging in the central channel, abiding and absorption. And what is achieved through that is the real essence of the Mahamudra with respect to Tantrayana. But the way to achieve that has already been explained in the completion stage of Chakrasamhara. Through the first stage is the stage of self-blessing with and without syllable, and the second one is the stage of the Vajra with and without syllables. And so through those meditations one achieves this ultimate state in which that one's wisdom is united with bliss and voidness. So that is the essence of the Mahamudra, the great seal.
Something Guyamin, the Kungo to Chuyungu, and Sunday Gunguya, Gunja Guyamas, called Chunam Majadoris. Till Heji Yosi, Gonto, Jungo to Churguyuna, Chegun Chawaka, Yomaris. Tungo to go to Churoina, Maribim Majadoris. Maribim Matomado, Korango Nelutomaris. Nebutu moved them, but the women Chabakayama in Seattle, Tashin in the Choice. Tadi. Judges Chamido. Then this one, Sunday, Jave, Gigi, Samjari, Jordan Mako, Cheda, Shadu, Seve Chajan, Roma, Lilu, Rajanuma Sujan Langome, Shida, Jean to Hali, Jume, Hame, Sanja Sandeme, Tigon, Rai, Tribe, Cheveju, Raja Dabe, similar Sunday Dag, Mileti, Rania de la Nation, Dor Majici, Sachiton, La Niju Giga, Tatu Yanto Columbi. Shun did the Benjamin Perindu, moving Jidem Godobe Naneson, Canto Lunda Sene Magician, Yamanda Juba Majuba, Mishipa the Ne de Semne Uchunshi, that Hichin the Melataji Dane songs, the Edruchan Sarakitanari. Tandu Chi Shin Gonshi de Chire, Mado, Yometa Shade Matu Shetam, that Chachim Shagun Dire Malu Chaja, Seminoma Casan Shade. Kondo Ujegisim, Onshi Rabakanga Panga, Kondo Ujegisim, Yishi Rabakanga Manda, Tanshi Tosun, the Kondo Jeju, Nawe Ranji Kondo Sunju Susum, Chebe Ranji Kondo Dire Jichu, Nieto Ranji Kondo, Duji Kondo, Ranji Jeju Kondo, Tanjaba Danita, Yons Messimato, Meva Della, Veseki Sindire, Sinti, Tony Soto Doyundu, Linchi Gave Murichin, Tony Soto Doyundu, the USA. Oh, did that what the Chajachimbusi is? Kaluchena, you don't have to tell it, that tell it about your mother.
So his Holiness added the quotations from the Tohas songs, that all have the similar sort of contained similar meanings. But the fact is that that when we through stopping the 80 sort of indicative consciousness, sort of the 33 gross consciousness with respect to appearance, the word appearance, and 40 indications, 40 consciousness, gross consciousness with respect to the red increase, and 7 gross consciousness with respect to the black appearance. That when they gradually sort of cease to stop functioning in one's body, then one is then gradually concentrating on the sort of innermost part of the body, and all the consciousness on gross levels have completely sort of gone, and ultimately only the subtle mind is being left in the body, and that is then that sort of then enters in the state of the clear light. And at that point, if one understands the emptiness in a direct way, then that is the essence of the Mahamudra. That is the very essence of the Mahamudra.
Sashitola Nitri Chigashin. No messing the mode to Rusona, Gue Mukan Banya de Chokin de Redri. Gungu de Yoribati. and Sa, Tong, Kong, Yong Che, Ni Zhui Chi Su, the New Ju Che, Dado Yang to Column, Dado Yani, Yando, anyway, Colo, Chachi Sinchi Kong, Gajin House. Chun did the Vinci Perun, Roger, the Mobenji, then go, Dobe, Neneson, Kado Londa Simne Magician, Nimanda one Juba Major, Nimanda one Juba Mavasiati, Zonzeng Nado Chiva Long Day, Rojani Shuba Man, Nimanda Juba Meji, Woman on the show, the change. Mishipa da ne de sene u chungshi. Dane Chidimela, Taji Denisons, Truchen Daniel Sarava, Coronary. Sarava the Truchen and the Genshuchi. Shiva Tunjun, Shana Satama Loshan Rimendo. Raji Newman Hichijo says Sim, Ji Chukuru Jabati La Asa, Ji Chukadu Shishila Semo de Jugure, Ji Chukuji says Tenya Gondo Jumo Sundo Nyasun say, Dojo. Maju Trewe, Dojo is something Jisha. Shaja and Jishi, the near Mondojo Mangi Bay, Sebe Chaje and Roma Livo Luso was Tamati. Two joined the dagger and Yome Simti, Jen Sujang, Langbang Chowame. Chiri Council is in Taji, Jabarniji Country, then Namji Chivesi, Nachi Tuson said and Java, Chavi Cheros, Sui Trodu, my Shagrish. Tedar Shayan Tame Be Long to Jumenula. Temaze, the Comba Page, over Nijur Gashin, Yanda Yanda Tea, Tam Juja, the Ocean Tam Nene, Shiva made, Dwale, Chinda China Tea, Tam Hayan, the Shenene Yonsu Shiva Meshi Sumadaro. Nanju Bene, the Ocean Murju, Yome Simti, Tomani Yutuchi in Jopomato, Jen Zong and Kongi, Jubaji, and Mishiva Ino. Teta be Chachin Toba Jivalani. Tsem Hamang, Sito Yen La, Leng Hama, Kamang Hamala Germany, Long Omer and Juba, Jangwa Shina, Sim Chiang, Metoban Juba Tabu, Miba Karo, Chila, Minayang, Vese Chaji Chimong Sun to Shebe Kanza Dilla, Kaju Komanashi, Chijaru Tanyan Zedi, Kabile, Kanza Jambele, Tuchenla, Chijaru and Tamaja Shinjosh, Jitaji Chimbe, Sedrando, Riga Seduri. Long Omer Shuba, Jangwa Shigi, Miva Chilla Dejo, Long Omer Shub, Doshi, Nong, Shi Suma, Neji Gosa. Tatema Imbe Duja Landi, Chachango to Chabalani, Tomuso, Niver Gunguji, Jizumile, Janghodo Naru, Marveka Suji, Naru Churu, Zuru Gumbe, Chachimongo to Chuba Indisa, and Jizumile Tomosobe, Netomu Gungu Shada Sone. Cho on to you as on to Manon, Yone, Tandoich and Loviche and Sundra on Jigini Son, Tomushada Gonju Guyade, Majang Suljoy. Not Juba Indi, she is the Toma Adon she, Maju and Choze. There are the Toma Chuji Sabenji and Archuru Gijavici, Malay and She Teleme. Malay Ajala, Narchuru Lesavachu Marcho, she was. Jigambu, Toma and Tomu Gumbe, Yonsengo Juba for Shantamon. Tejan the Den Chachim Gumbani, Onjinada Tova. Jesu the Tumuela Jumba Soja Guidi, Kabili. Kaza Damule Jen Rinjiba and the temperature she is. Kaza de la Rinji Betanian said. Tena Lamdi Truchen Pages Lamage Judisu on Jula on Shu Pada. Chuji Sabenji, Narutaba, on Guruta, Rini. Chuji Zorin Jisung. Jizun Jijang, Ming Asir the Sunye Jena, Puchela Chukewi. Jogo on the Cheloja. Some new Juji Damashin, she from a chero. Soon the Donson Reilija, Donson Rein the Saje, Donson Reire. Ned Chachimon, only John Ishida, Remani Tinzeli, John Ishi, she, Keru, said the Tamja moment of a Meva in Satai and Shella. Agadi Shevare, Takaze Shedene, Kasashune, Tinsu Jeva the Chonwe, Lenchi Ishi, who said Jivakola, Gajilu Nulu to Drone, Lenchi Gawata, who said Tomani, Lenchi Gawe Moruchine, and the Tombani, the Taja Tomba de Java, the Tom Yimig Sunju, Goyagi, who said Teran Shedor, Kangu Chajachimbo, Tere Sunrochia.
So all these long lines that what is only said, recited, just read, include the points to the to the type of the state of mind that one achieves at the time that when one has gone through the process of gathering the wind in one's channel and abiding and absorption, and then finally passing into the state of clear light, and having gone through the 4 levels of the bliss, then finally there is a state in which that one's mind is totally united with the understanding of the emptiness and the bliss. So that is the very essence of the of Mahamudra, the Great Seal.
long oma shone tenso jeva le chonwe lenji ishi de wese de gai jige nan lenji ji gave moro le chene tomba nyeta I be imedo de don jove de don ishi de la mata halu ge chaje chimus de so de don yang sun to se chaje chimu ibunda ta sewen yin che de don ye de ji su yu to ba se bu yo.
So so actually you have seen that from the stage of the mind isolation, then from there on the image of the emptiness is very clear to one's mind. So therefore one's understanding of the emptiness sort of thus improving with receiving a very clear image of emptiness itself. So this will then finally produce the very essence of the Great Seal, the Mahamudra.
Tando we chaje chimu se donye re. Re de donye de la da donji kuto zelu da do si che jore ma donye donye ra re.
So with respect to the presentation of Mahamudra, according to the Sutrayana, then it is related to emptiness. So there are certain things to be discussed of the basis of or the designation of emptiness. And the basis of the emptiness with respect to the Sarvaka or the part of the hears, or the part of the solitary Buddhas, the solitary realizers, there's no difference. The base are all same. So it is like that. Whatever path that one follows, that there's always the possibility to achieve the emptiness, the understanding of the emptiness, with respect to 3 different vehicles of that of the Sarvaka, Vedic Buddha, and the Bodhisattva part. So whenever that you attain to the state of seeing, then you become superior of being understanding emptiness. So it is like a mother having the possibility to produce different children of different races. And so there's only one sort of possible door to achieve liberation.
Gigi singing ayu mission. Oh, yeah. Tawna, Tombani, Tilla, Chetan, Yomar, Tombani, Miro, you and the Tabamiro, you would. Choose dance and Gonzaga, then you get Sawa the Gonzaga dance, Imbezudu. Chico Gona Gonzaga, the longer thing to Tonya, Zewu, Yori. In it, dancing is over which you dance, the Pumu say over the city of Mazay. Mazay, you know, only the Tile on each of you in Pumbu dance, you so much home bar, Kaza demonstrated. Mechonshi between with the Shesu to your editor, Karini man, or that not only around the
So His Honor said, like he said before, that there's the Great Seal, the Mahamudra, in context with the Sutrayana, that is only it refers to the emptiness, and so that is being done present in two different possible ways, with respect to person and with respect to the phenomena in general.
In a sincere sort of a single moderate la sincere sever, Shanda Chuluska. Chipper, take a load de la Taton Gumbasulu, Montona Tawasulu, New.
So the same explanations then could have different names being given to the different schools. Sometimes the teaching on this subject is called the introduction of one's mind, to introduce one's state of mind. So that refers also to the same subject of Mahamudra. And here, like he said before, there are two different possible ways. One is to search the proper meditation through one's proper view, and another one is to search the right view through one's proper meditation. So there are two sort of inter-divisions.
Tachi no Juni, Tandina Yoguni, Yabudish, Tejan, Yori, Dion, Korakuachi, Yabugori, they read in the teach Evala, Nyanchi Chikuri, Nyanchi Chevala, Toma Jursugu, the Lamacho Donguri, Sunday de la Chachin Junde Donguri, Chachin Junde, Koran Dongja Donguri, Chachin Junde Dungin, Alan Chusa Jinguri.
So, the best way is to engage in meditation, then applying one's reasonings, like the reasonings that one has already seen with respect to Lamrim. But if one then follows this traditional way, then that needs a lot of understanding and also a lot of preparation. For example, that one needs to, prior to the teaching, that one needs to recite the Guru Puja, complete the Guru Puja text, and as well as the prayers to the lineage gurus, and that is usually done with melodies. Chanting is done with melodies, and that alone will take about an hour.
Dhargye Zong Rinpoche